Guys, this is Crisis169 coming to you live, the power of Spectrum Internet and YouTube with another video on what internet provider should I get, what internet speed should I get, is there anything better or worse about any of the big providers, should I go with a small mom and pop one, should I go with a locally owned one, like your city utilities company. Like here in Clarksville, we have one called CDE. Should I go with them, or should I go with the big boys, the Spectrum, Comcast, AT&T, HughesNet, whatever? Really, it depends on your geological location. Depends on where you're at in this country. If you're watching me from California, you may have what they call Time Warner, now Spectrum. If you call from the West, you might have a thing called Comcast. If you call from New York, you'll probably have a mixture of Comcast, AT&T, and Verizon. If you call from South Florida, you'll probably have Spectrum. If you call from Tennessee, you have a mixed pod of Nashville having Comcast, Clarksville having AT&T, CD, and Spectrum, and all points in between. Now, the first thing is, who is your provider and what speeds they have and what you're looking to pay for. Because you really got to understand, with internet speeds, the faster it's always good. But if it's you living at home by yourself, or maybe with your father, or your mother, or your brother and sisters, or whatever it is, situation's not important. The important thing is, folks, is understanding that somebody's going to pay the piper. Somebody's paying the bill. Somebody's going to be paying the cable man or internet man or phone man, whoever it is, for the luscious, sweet, creamy internet come pouring through your house. You have to pay for it every month. Obviously, if you don't pay for it, they take the old scissors and cut up your cable. Not really cut your cable up, but you know what I mean. They cut you off. It's like a druggie to it's like a crackhead to a dealer. They cut you off and you lose your mind because you see people without their phones for a couple of days when the cell tower go down, and it's pretty ugly. I've seen it a couple times here too in Clarksville. It's weird. People don't have a phone, they lose their minds, especially kids. But anyway, I'm moving on. What provider should you do? First off, go online on your phone, because everybody has a cell phone nowadays. Or go to, if you don't have an internet connection or a good phone, go to a local library. You have free internet. Like for an hour or so. Go on there, search a cable company in your area. Type in cable companies, say in Des Moines, Iowa, or Wisconsin, or Ohio, or Tennessee. Bring up companies, satellite companies, every company. Put on internet companies, or internet services. Go on the internet, Google from your phone or from, the library or whatever you can. And search for the best internet, for what the best internet in your town is worth. Then after you're done searching for that, now you make a decision. Which one do we want? If you have more than one decision. Some people only have Comcast, some people have AT&T, some people only have Spectrum, CDE here in town only, Verizon, Cox Cable, Birdhouse, Time Warner, both bought up by Spectrum now. There's many companies out there. There's a small mom and pop there too. Now, along the way, ask people who have the internet service that you're looking at. People at work, people at school, teacher at school, people at work, students at school, friends, neighbors, people you know and trust. Hey, I heard you guys. I've seen that. I see that. I've seen that weird looking, AT&T truck out there, or the Comcast truck, or the Charter Spectrum truck. And I see you got internet. You got cable. You got internet with them? Oh yeah, we did. Well, how's the internet? Oh, it's fast. It's good. It starts off, blah 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 blah. Then you make a decision there. Then you ask around. You don't go take a dart and throw it. Oh, I'm gonna buy that and that's it. No, because it's stupid talk. It's crazy talk. You want to compare prices. You want to compare what contracts they have. You want to compare what they want you to do with them. The minimum, what the minimum payment will be, or the minimum sign-in thing will be, or whatever you call it. Contract signing will be, if it is a contract. What kind of data caps they have? They have data caps all over Spectrum and CBE here in town. They have no data caps, but AT&T has one. Comcast has one. Her Cox has one. A lot of companies have data caps now. And you're asking me, Mark, what is a data cap? Data cap is a limitation each month provided by your cable company, phone company, to limit the amount of data you use each month. It used to be 300 with Comcast. Now it's a terabyte. They're saying that people, the 1% is, the 1% is destroying the internet, making too much speed, and they can't handle up. No, what it is, these companies are too damn greedy, and they want money, and they think you're an ATM machine, practically what they think. And ask them, okay, well, you have data caps. And ask them, okay, so what's the penalty going over data caps? Most cases, when people talk to me who have AT&T told me here in town, it's you get two grace months where you won't get charged for it every year. 2. So for the first 60 days, if you go over the first 60 days of your data, you're okay. But after that third month, you get dinged, charged $10 more, and they allot you 50 more gigabytes. Well, if you're online gaming, that will blow away in less than probably a day or an hour compared to most of you youngsters that are at the game a lot on the weekends. So you guys are what they call weekend destroyers, and you destroy a damn data cap in the weekend. If parents don't don't tether you, don't pull the reins back a little bit, because you'll suck up all. Because I've literally seen a friend of mine, and his son just sucks down like a hose, sucks down data on the AT&T service, like a hose. He literally had to tell him to only play certain games certain hours a day. He can't play on the weekends. He only play during the school day. But only an hour a day, because he spends all weekend long playing video games, and he just sucks up the data from everybody else. And that's sad. And I keep telling him I'm gonna go to Spectrum because they don't have data caps. He said, "Well, I'm like AT&T, 6 months contract. What's their 6 month contract up? You get your ass over Spectrum, and it'd be $68 without TV. But if you had like basic cable or select cable in there, it'd be a little less, like $10-12 less. Well, it's a lot of money. I'm paying $40. Yeah, you're paying $40, but you're also paying $10 more for each time that little kid of yours goes over. So you spend a lot of money. $600, $700, $800. It's a lot of money. But that's me though. That's why I chose Spectrum over AT&T, because I didn't want data caps. Okay. Now, be that it may now though, if data caps are enforced with said company working for, find out how much the tiers are, the different tiers. Say AT&T has a Lite, and they have a Pro, and they have a Lite, Basic, Elite, and Pro. Okay, let's say that they have a Lite, Basic, Elite, and a Pro. I'm just giving examples. It's not really what they have, probably. And you find out what internet speed or TV that you're looking for. If you only want internet through AT&T, you find out what speed you want. You pay for it. They order it. They send you the kit, or they bring it to you. They install it for you. Install it yourself. If you're getting fiber optic with AT&T, you're getting 1,000 up, 1,000 down. No need to watch this anymore because you're getting the maximum speed. 1,000 megabytes. Are you getting 1 gig up, 1 gig down? So you're getting pretty fast. So you can go ahead and move on from this video. If you have it already, please comment below how you like it. Is it everything you think it'll be, or is it something that's like a scam? A lot of people in other towns who thought they're getting fiber optic are still getting base DSL signals, but paying that sweet fiber optic price. With AT&T, and even Comcast and Spectrum for a while there. So every provider has their little, little white lies. It doesn't matter what you believe, who you pay your money to, and they're all gonna lie to you in the end, somewhat. After that, you select your service and you go on. But I always tell people to look around, because I had a guy on my previous video in my 1 year anniversary. Okay, I can't remember the fellow's name. You can go back there and watch that one if you want to. I got 1,500 views and like 8 or 9 comments. I do appreciate it. I got 6 survivors, and 6 survivors, but subscribers, and I love you all. Appreciate you guys all. You've watched my Charter Spectrum internet review video. You will find that one gentleman down there that asked me the question of he almost got HughesNet. HughesNet is better now than it was probably a year or 2 years ago, but it's still satellite internet. It's still going with the basis of literally having to wait for a window of opportunity to play it. I'm not saying that satellite internet is terrible. Satellite internet is bad. If you live out in boondocks somewhere where all you get satellite internet or nothing, that's what you can get. Now, if you can get 15 megabytes down and maybe 1 up, yes, you can do pretty good gaming. If you have no obstructions, in the atmosphere, no storms, no clouds, no rain, no whatever, anything. Because I had DirecTV, a great service. Best service all I ever had. But when a storm comes by, guess what happens? It goes out. Now, we had Charter a long time ago. My parents' house when I was very young. Gust wind come by, the cable went out. That's literally how terrible they were back then. About 20-something years, 25 years ago, maybe a little more than that. When I got satellite, when I had satellite at home, because I lived at home for a little bit longer, it was great service. But we never had satellite internet. We always heard it was crappy because it's only like half a megabyte or 1 megabyte down. Slow. Now HughesNet is saying it's like 15 megabytes, 25 megabytes down. If that's the case, that's good internet speed. I'm not saying satellite internet is bad, but you got to figure out where you live at. If you live in a city, no. Because you have buildings that'll obstruct your jets, that will obstruct the satellite's job. You also have wires going through there that also can play a role in satellite signals. Just looks weird, especially if you got kids who want to cause no good and damage the dish. Has happened around here where people have nothing better to do but make people's life miserable. They break the satellite dish of people's TV dishes because they have nothing better to do because they're miserable pieces of crap. I never had it happen here, but I have friends who have. And it costs time and money because stuff ain't free. Well, it can be, but vandalism is never free. Okay? That being said, though, to the most, the internet is not terrible as it was. But you still have limitations. I think I read one where you like a window you can only get on and get off. Windows like a what thing? That thing will black out like what 12 in the morning to like 6 in the morning. A blackout for satellite signal for HughesNet. I think it was. I don't know if that was a maintenance window. Maybe it was. If it was my bad. But I'm giving you guys information anyway. I believe in giving you guys information anyway. I don't believe in giving you guys false information. But no, it could be the maintenance window. But let's just say it's not. Let's say because the curvature of the Earth, you can't use the internet from midnight every night until 6 in the morning. Damn, son. If you're a second shift worker or you're a young 18-year-old guy, who gets off at midnight, man, you out. I mean, you are out of luck because now you can't do anything. You can't go on there and play Halo or play Call of Duty with your friends because now, blackout period, buddy. But I think it's probably a maintenance thing. But I would still call them to make sure, hey, HughesNet, you have a blackout period, whatever, and how much they cost. But I'm still going with landlines because landlines are the thing now with Spectrum, Comcast, especially AT&T, even Google Fiber. They're going to area Wi-Fi's. You might have seen them. There's little hubs sitting on the telephone pole and very high in the air that little kids can't get to and destroy because people have nothing better to do, like I said. The people have nothing better to do, about to destroy other people's stuff. And what that causes, though, is it's supposed to be an area Wi-Fi, where in Wi-Fi's they made 3 or 4 houses, or 5, 6 houses, or made 3 houses. Because how my house is set up, how it's set up here in the rural house I'm in, you got a telephone pole at the end here. Maybe every 150 feet, there's a telephone pole, and up there, you'll see the AT&T's wires, thick wires, fiber optic, as well as Charter's, Spectrums, and what we have CDE here, power company cable lines. And you see a little box there with a cable going out and going to our house. That is where probably will be putting it at. My first thought is, if it's made of metal or aluminum, metal, it's going to be a lightning rod. And if it's signaling a signal that, like an amplified radio signal, or whatever signal it's send out to, will lightning hit the damn thing and blow it up. I'm kind of not really happy about that wireless. I don't like wireless stuff because if I can't plug it into my game system or plug it into like that, now my phone and a tablet's fine. But man, you're talking about a whole house being retrofitted, including cable boxes and including your internet TVs being retrofitted with a wireless signal. No more routers coming from outside. That scares me. I know AT&T's working on it, Comcast. I know Spectrum really is, and Google Fiber is leading the charge on that one. Because they're trying to get because Google Fiber is trying to find a faster way, a cheaper way of doing it. Because they hit a snag here in Tennessee because they ran out of funding, or they pulled back funding because it was not feasible anymore. But they're still doing it. Google Fiber. And if you have Google Fiber in your area, I would jump on that and find out how much it is. But yeah, guys, there's many things out there for internet connectivity, speeds, and speeds you want. Now let's go over the speeds of gaming. What speeds are? Now, I know this is kind of long. I do appreciate you watching the whole thing. I'll put in there if you want to go to the internet speeds. Click around 18 minutes plus for that. Okay, the internet speeds are going to be anything around 5 megabytes or higher is considered good for gaming. You'll have lag around 5, 10, not as much. 10, 20 goes away. 20, 30, 30 to 40, so on and so on. Like with me, I started off with Spectrum. I had 60 megabytes down and 4.5 up. My lag was not terrible. It was there, and sometimes when some gamers had better internet than I did, especially some of my friends who live out west who have Google Fiber, you can tell real quickly because I feel like I'm standing still. But I can tell by their, just by it rate. But see, what it is though, the internet provider doesn't really change how you play the game. It's not really that hard it is to play a game. It's up to the servers at the company, say Activision or even EA. When you're playing Battlefront 2 or playing Call of Duty on Activision servers, It's the servers, they're doing, a lot of the work trying to keep everybody in sync. Because if not, people have 1 gigabyte speed will be doing all this. People with DSL will be doing this. People with cable will be doing this. See what I'm saying? The fiber optic will be doing this on your screen, zipping around like their flash. People with DSL will be doing like a turtle kind of perky jerk, and cable will be doing more like that kind of thing right there. Now, I'm not saying DSL is bad. I had it for too myself, but you want at least about a good 20 to 60 megabytes down. Now, Spectrum, if you live in the Spectrum area, call them up, say, hey, we want Spectrum Internet. I know it would probably be $68 because it's without TV, $68. That's what they do. If you wanted a cable box, it would probably be $10-15 less. If you don't have Spectrum right now, you have TV, call them up. You probably get a special deal like I did. I got like a $40. I only paid $40 a month for the first year for Spectrum Internet. That was me, because I had Charter still at the time, not Spectrum yet. And that being said, guys, though, it's really about gaming, about gaming. And they understand that if you're playing that, you'll use Netflix. HD is like 2.5, 3 megabytes. Hulu, same thing. If you're doing 4K on YouTube, a lot more. But you have to understand, guys, your speeds vary to what you are and you're at. If you have Spectrum, great. If you have Comcast, great. Doesn't matter what you have. Have something better than nothing. If you live in a rural area and all you can get is a DSL, 10 megabytes, you know what? 10 down, 2 up, or whatever up it's going to be, you know what? It's better than nothing. Hallelujah. Pay for it, get it. You never know. They'll increase the speeds. They'll increase the speed sooner or later. But being that as it may, you have to understand that with internet, just be careful what you want. I heard Frontier is terrible. Stay away from them. Data caps I hate. If you can't help it, you know what? You just gotta manage. If you manage checkbook, you gotta manage your data checkbook. You gotta make sure you're not blowing your budget every month. If you can stand within 500 gigabytes of your 700 gigabytes of your data cap every month, you're fine. If you're one of those gamers that says hell what, balls to the floor and just speed on through, give you 2 weeks and you'll be out on your limit. I never had that data cap before. I had my phone cap before on Verizon Wireless, so I know how it feels to have a data cap posed on you. So I want the Cricket. And in my Cricket video, what's Cricket's also on there as well. Thank you, guys. This is Christ169 saying thank you for watching my 24 minute video, a really long one, the longest one I've ever done. Like and subscribe. Comment below what you think. If you do have Spectrum, how do you think it's good in your area? If you have Comcast, let me know. I want to know what you think about your internet providers. Or if we want more information, you connect with me on Xbox Live, Gamertag Christ169, or Facebook. And Mark Hupteling, that's my name. Mark Hupteling is my Facebook name. You guys like and subscribe. Comment below. Turn on notifications so I make it available. New video. Yeah, I hit the notifications button so you know when my videos come available. I don't have Twitter anymore because I never used it really. I have Instagram, same thing, Mark Hupteling. But mostly on Facebook with YouTube. Or Xbox Live, PlayStation Network, same Gamertag Christ169. Hit me up, I'll holler at you guys later.